Mustache and Seraphim and all of the wonderful commentators and everyone in this insanely excited audience for that awesome race. We are going to go to a quick Twitch ad, and then we will be back as we get ready for the one and only Sonic Mania. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2018. My name's Proto Magical Girl. I'm going to be your host for one more run with Sonic Mania with Claris. We have a $15 donation from Charmander26. Amazing run and very happy to see King Boom Boo destroyed. Always scared me as a kid. Donation goes to Announcer's Choice. We have an anonymous $75 donation. Sonic Adventure 2 was the first Sonic the Hedgehog game that I played, and it's still my favorite Sonic game. Great show, runners. 50 to the winner and 25 to the runner-up. The money can go to the runner's choice. $10 from Nero Braun. I said $10 if someone got CGSS. You both rock. Here's my money. We have a $150 donation from Master Frasca. Hello, AGDQ. I wanted to donate, as I always do, in memory of my grandmother who we lost to pancreatic cancer 3 years ago. Thanks for all that you guys do, and best of luck for all the runners this week. $30 from the Jerry. Get a load of this. $13.13 from Matt F141. Had so much fun singing along to City Escape. Loving this race. Shoutouts to my boy AGDQ 121 on the couch. All right, before we get back to more donations, I would just like to remind you about all the really awesome prizes you can win if you donate during Sonic Mania as we finish up this Sonic block. Let me put it this way. If you donate just $15, you will be entered to win a Sonic Tails and Knuckles cross-stitch, a Phantom Ruby flower planter, the Sonic Mania double vinyl soundtrack, a Sonic Mania clock, and a Sonic Mania pin set. Would also like to remind you about our grand prize, an 8th generation console bundle, a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch could be yours if you donate a minimum of $150 over the course of the event. We have $15 from Snack78. We may have escaped from the city, but we did not escape from that amazing singing. $25 from Bibi Batona. Hi from Canada. I definitely had to donate during this race. I sang City Escape and shouted Faker in my room like many others at home. Let's all make a difference and destroy cancer together. We have a $200 donation from Explosion Noise. I wonder if I was supposed to read that literally. Guess we'll find out. Hey GDQ, second time donator. The first was during SA2 last year, run by Seraphim. Keep this race up, it's brilliant. Shoutouts to all my Discord pals and keep going fast. Put this towards Champions Road in Super Mario 3. We have a $50 donation from Math on Wiss. My donation didn't get read, but following through on my promise, here's $50 to winner's choice. Apologies that I missed the first one. Hopefully that second one makes. We have $5.55 from Oddmech. Sonic Mania was one of my favorite games last year. Cannot wait for the run. Donation goes to Saving Meryl. Otakon had his time. We have a $15 donation from Silver Moon 9000. Gotta prevent cancer fast. Another $15 from Malfever. Longtime viewer, first time donation. I love watching Sonic Adventure 2 battle runs and the crazy stuff you can pull off. Special shoutouts to my brother who uses the strats from these runs in multiplayer against me, and my good friend Rosie YY for our mutual unhealthy love of this game. Put my donation towards winner's choice. We have $15 from Kevin123. The Sonic block is always my favorite part of GDQ, and this Sonic Adventure 2 battle race is, no joke, the most exciting race I've seen in 4 years of watching these events. Thank you to everyone involved because these just keep getting better and better. We have $35 from Dranziken. Hey, I'm back for another round. This donation is in honor of my mother who beat kidney cancer last year and is still going strong. Cancer versus my family, cancer loses. And don't forget, let's save Otakon. $25 anonymous donation reads, always love games done quick. Lost a friend to cancer when I was young, so always love to see the community coming together. $20 anonymous donation says, I had to donate for Adventure 2, one of my all-time favorites. I made my brother play through it when he was 5 years old and convinced himself that he had beat the game after Pumpkin Hill. Still this day, if I tell him to play, he says he has already beat it. Runner's choice. $60 from Ian M225. Sonic rules, and you do too. $5 from Doc Rider. Thanks one more time for the marathon. Gotta go fast. $25 from Vivi91. I've already donated yesterday, but you guys are making this so cool that I want to donate again. $50 from Keith S., who says, gotta go fast. Great to see this game torn apart for such a great cause. $30 from Richard Buck. Sonic Mania is awesome, Claris is awesome, and together they're even more awesome. Excited for the Mania run. Me too, Richard. Me too. We have $5 from Dylan1 Kenobi. You know a speedrun is going to be fun when one of the skips is described as you basically throw yourself at a kill wall and hope you make it through. We have $15 from the Vortessence. Greetings from England. I'm unable to watch the Sonic block as I'm stuck at work, but I had to find time to donate as it is my favorite game series of all time. I'm looking forward to watching the VOD when I get back home. Thanks to all of AGDQ and the runners for making this event possible. Keep up the good work. $10 from Hoko. Gotta donate fast. Seriously, this SA2B race is absolutely wild. I miss so much taking my Oz off of the stream for even a moment. Huge props to Seraphim and a mustache for the incredible race. $15 from Jungle Chief 87, donating for the first time. I've been getting into Sonic speedrunning starting with Mania. Great community. I wish Claris luck. May all her first rockets on Heavy Gunner be blue and all the Bean RNG be combo friendly. $15 anonymous donation reads, first time donating. Wishing best luck to the runner. Let's kick some cancer butt with a spin dash. $15 anonymous donation, donating during my favorite Sonic game for my favorite runner. Claris helped me finally take the plunge into speedrunning myself, so this donation comes with a large helping of gratitude. Good luck and go fast. We have a $10 donation from Alex Ridian. Hey GDQ, it's pronounced Ridian. This is my first time donating. Unfortunately, cancer has had an effect on me as my uncle and my former employee were diagnosed 2 years ago. They're still holding on, but times are tough. Thanks everyone for coming out this year for a great cause. Money goes to saving Otakon, actually one of my favorite characters in video games growing up. Looking forward to the rest of the week. $15 from Lbuns219. Hey AGDQ, don't have a lot this year, but had to donate during one of my favorite games growing up that has been done incredibly well and again done recently with Mania and Forces this year. So, quick update. We have now officially met the Sumichu Sing Snake Eater incentive. Thank you all very, very much for that. You are not going to be disappointed, that is for sure. Some other upcoming incentive updates. Save Meryl is currently winning by about $35, so if you'd like to change that, seems pretty doable. For the Burnout Paradise Choose Time of Day incentive, permanent day timing has a pretty handy lead, but nothing that can't be defeated. And both the Risk of Rain Monsoon difficulty and Harmony of Dissonance bonus any percent runs still have quite a ways to go, so let's start getting those donations in so we can see all of these big, awesome incentives on the big stage. We have $15 from Brian72. Sonic Mania quickly became one of my favorite games. Can't wait to see Claris run it. 75 from Cronkleberry. Good to see the great work. Keep the times low, guys. Hey, codename Gamma here, creator of the ultimate cheat table for Sonic Mania, here to wish Claris the best luck during the Sonic Mania run. Gotta go fast. And that was tagged with a $30 donation, so thank you very much. $50 from Tassi23. Love that hedgehog. And $10 from RPD234. More singing, please. We have $15.33 from an anonymous donor. Thank you guys for these radical speed runs. Shout out to my wonderful wife, Pakatomi, if you're watching. $15 anonymous donation says, wow. I've played and seen Sonic Adventure 2 for a long time now, and I haven't seen this game gotten so broken. Thank you, everyone, for an amazing race full of energy and hype. This donation's going to the Master Mode run of Breath of the Wild. $20 anonymous donation says, good luck on your run, Claris. I'll donate another 20 if you're wild enough to get the Jaws and Bubble Bounce in Hydrocity 2. Probably not optimal in Sonic and Tails, but it's swaggy. We have $100 from Mr. Wood 90. I have to donate $100 to fighting cancer. My close friend is battling brain cancer for the 3rd time. Here's to winning the fight against cancer. I have a $106 donation from Dice Guy D30. I promised that I would roll dice every day to decide my donation in honor of my recently diagnosed father. RNG was not on our side today, but I have faith for the rest of the week. Keep up the great work, and gotta go fast. We have a $100 donation from Prof. This goes out to my mother, who survived a cancer threat, and my grandmother, who didn't. I never miss AGDQ. All right, and with that, we are ready to cap off this Sonic block with Claris and Sonic Mania. Let's throw it over to the front.
All right. Okay. So, yeah. So hi, we're the couch. This is your runner. She's good at this game, actually.
Sort of, a little bit.
You have to admit you are good at this. We are not. But yes, we got Claris right here. I am Spike Vegeta.
Curry Master.
And yeah, just want to point out before we start the run, this is the Sonic plus Tails category, which would actually be run on the 1.0 version. 1.0 saves roughly, we're thinking somewhere around like 100 seconds over the new patched version, due to a couple of tricks being patched out. But yeah, it's gonna be super fast, super fun, and it's gonna come back to you real fast. So
okay, I'll do a countdown, I guess.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so yeah, once again, so Sonic Mania, for anyone who doesn't know, is kind of a celebration of the classic Sonic Genesis trilogy and some Sonic CD stages even thrown in. Right off the bat, you're seeing this new technique called the drop dash, which is exclusive to Sonic, where effectively she can rev up a spin dash of sorts as she's in the air, and then as soon as she hits the ground, she just goes flying. Now, right there is important that she made those couple of jumps to get up to that invincibility box. Does not want to go into that ring right there. That'd be very bad. And now see if she angles this right. She's able to get up here. Very clean stage right there. And now we're going to the boss. 3 hits apiece. So she uses the invincibility to go through the spikes of the enemy. And very nice. Now, a general theme of these stages is that Act 1 is generally going to be relatively faithful to what the original trilogy was, and the second stage is going to kind of mash up and throw together new mechanics into it. So right there you got those zip lines. That's some reference to another Sonic game. I actually don't know off the top of my head. But down here we got some speed shoes. We're going to drop dash right into it, and now we're going real fast. She's going to go for a tougher route right here.
Ooh, nice.
Able to make that jump that's very difficult. Going this top route is going to save about 3 seconds over bottom route. Gets that bonk there to angle up, bouncing off that ring box. Now jumping up here, clearing all that. That guy, it's all right. The stage is great up to that, and now we're going to try to catch this zip line. And we're going into the boss. And just to show how crazy this game is right off the bat, they're making you fight this Death Egg boss right away. It's a lot easier boss when you realize that its feet does not hurt you. It is literally just the claws.
Yeah.
So with that, the boss is dead, and she lines up with the end of the stage so that Tails, you can actually control him and get up to the capsule early. Now, real quick, clap. Okay. So we've got actually
We got something
serious
important.
time right here.
Serious time.
Yeah! Okay. So we got a cutscene skip right there. We didn't do it. We did nothing. We were cheerleaders. She was able to skip, I think it's about a 17-second time save right there. That's one of the biggest ones in the entire run, maybe even actually the biggest. But
That is the biggest.
That is the biggest. We got through the stage, and now we're in Chemical Plant 2 from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Some basic mechanics. I mean, Kirby, I know you've run a lot of 2D Sonic games yourself, just jumping up the loops. You want to explain a couple of these things she's doing?
Yeah, so one of the most basic mechanics in 2D Sonic games are the slope jump, where if you're running at a high speed uphill and you jump, you don't really have much horizontal distance, but you gain a lot of height. And the opposite is true when you go downhill.
We got a big slope jump right here. Is able to clear it, ladies and gentlemen. That skips over. Yeah, that's a good.
That
clap,
skips a massive underwater section.
Yeah, all of us have nightmares from Chemical Plant as a kid, and that was basically the section that she skipped over right there. Setting up her drop dashes. Drop dashes are great because as soon as if you have to make any small platforming throughout the run.
No, Tails, no.
Oh, Tails. She was actually trying to manipulate Tails to move up and get the first hit, and then she could have had a second hit with Sonic on the way down. It'll waste just a little bit of time. Wants to make sure that she gets a ring, obviously. This is kind of your standard iframe boss of Sonic, so got rid of that. But again, drop dashing, just as soon as she hits the ground, she revs it up and she just goes instantly. It really makes the platforming in this game so much more fun and so much better for speedrunning. With that, we're going into Chem Plant 2. Again, we've got the different gimmicks of this. It's from, actually, I didn't know this till yesterday until they told me, it's from Wacky Workbench.
Similar-ish.
Yeah, these this kind of bouncy, gooey platforms. By using the syringes, she can change the color of them, changing them hopefully to green, in order to make them a lot faster, or make them bounce her up a lot higher. She wants to make sure she goes in this left one, not the right one. All that does is just it's a shortcut. It just skips over 2 other sections.
Yeah.
Just an objectively faster route. Again, jumping down slopes, cutting those right at the 8 o'clock mark. Or the 10 o'clock mark, rather. Making sure she jumped off the ceiling right there at the right moment to hit that syringe, scraping her off and then going down. Ooh, was able to get in there. It was a little bit off, not wanting to land on that spike. Big trick right here. Saves a handful of seconds. She's going to try to jump. Wow, very clean getting up into that tube. And now this is tight as well, trying to drop dash and just
nice.
slip through there.
Yeah, that's actually really hard.
Yeah, actually slipping all the way, because almost always either the spikes right there that she gets over or the ceiling that grabs her, one of those will catch on, so that's really
Are we
tight.
going to see a special stage?
No.
Oh, for the love of God, do not jump in this room, please.
This is kind of a special
Okay,
there.
nice. We didn't jump in that room.
This is a giant ring route that actually happens to be the fastest route to the boss of the stage.
And with that,
With the boss, it's Claris' favorite boss, right?
this is, yeah, you love this boss, right? There's a lot of
No.
randomness. So, Puyo, yay, right?
Oh, wow, my input was like way completely wrong there.
That's all right. It's just setting up for a bigger chain somehow.
So this is Mean Bean Machine,
Yes.
kind of a 5-color Puyo Puyo. If you're not familiar with it, you connect 4 colors in a row, they pop. You can start a chain by destroying 4 Puyos and then having that cause a chain. So, for example, if Claris popped the blue Puyo here, the purples will cause a 2 chain. Generally speaking, a 4 to 5 chain can instantly kill Eggman, but there's a lot of randomness involved with Eggman's AI and also with the colors you get.
Yeah, obviously this is going to be different every time she does this, so she has to be able to react.
Okay, now I just need reds, and hopefully it gives me one before it blocks off my point there.
out. There's 2. There's 3.
Like, I had
Well,
a,
that'll
Oh,
still
yeah, I
work.
think you're good. I think you're good.
You got a good spread there, actually. So.
yeah, I had
All
a,
right, yeah.
It worked out.
somehow. Like, I had missed input, like, at the very start, and that, like, completely threw me off.
Yeah,
Right at the very start. Oh, no.
it's more difficult than it looks because you have 5 colors, which makes the chances of getting the color you need much lower than standard Puyo Puyo, which is 4 colors.
Yeah, I'm not too good at Puyo Puyo in the first place. That 5 color just makes things so much worse.
So right here we've got Studiopolis, the first of our 4 original zones in this game. Super cool music and everything, and it's got some really cool tricks in it.
Sorry, I can't hear music anymore.
Yeah, it's okay. Speed shoes are fast. We like to go fast here in this marathon.
Lightning shield.
We're getting the lightning shield. Thank you for reminding me. It is the lightning shield,
Yes.
in fact, is what it's called. It's going to be able to give her a double jump, so she's going to clear over all those bumpers right there. A lot of crap you don't want to have to interact with. And now she's actually going to get another set of speed shoes and jump over the stage right here. Jump down, catching this ramp, going down. We're going down. We're going to go real fast. And we're going to come up here. She's actually going to pull back just a little bit so she can catch all of this slope to send her up, flicking her over that. And now we need to slow down. If we go down this ramp, we're going to run into the boss. We want our buddy Tails for this. Yeah, all right. So we just skipped the boss.
Don't die. Good job.
And
Bye, Tails.
that's a pit there, as you saw from Tails dying.
We just saved like 70-ish seconds, I think.
Yeah, the boss is kind of like, you just run and wait for the boss to shoot a missile, and that's it.
Yeah,
For
and on
70 seconds.
top of that, it's like 70 depending, because it's also
Now
a
the
random
signpost
boss.
stuck in the ceiling.
Which is fine because you didn't have to watch it fall all the way back down either. So with that, we got to jump right into the next side. Again, this game comes at you fast. We're going to Studiopolis 2, and this one's a little broken, to say the least.
Just a
Maybe.
bit.
I
a little.
mean, maybe. I don't know. This guy sucks. This is the worst enemy in the game
This-
coming up.
Hey!
That works.
Most
We'll take it.
impressive part of the run, right there.
All right, so setting up for it right here. So yeah,
How's it going?
so she actually had to hit those bumpers because she can still interact with it, and that puts her, she's not out of bounds or anything, she's just able to interact with those and put her back in the correct spot. And now she's setting up for another one again, hitting another bumper, because if she doesn't hit it and then falls out of it, she actually just falls and dies. There's no floor for her to fall on. So it's just something she can interact with.
And she kept the lightning shield, which is really useful for this boss, as you'll see soon.
Yeah. Double jump, double jump, double jump. There is randomness to what sort of weather patterns you can get right here. That's actually the weather pattern you don't want to see, but she killed it so fast it didn't matter. Now, once again, utilizing Tails.
And another cutscene skip coming up soon.
Yeah.
These are 2-frame windows, I believe, so they're actually pretty tight, and you can't mash for that. You do not want to mash. Aww.
Okay.
Yeah, if you mash for them, then you will most likely immediately unpause after
Right.
you get the pause.
All right, going into Flying Battery 1.
Good time to read donations here. There's not too much to explain here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. We have $100 from Costos. Hey, AGDQ, glad to be back for another year. Been affected a lot in the last year by cancer, so wanted to help make a difference. Money goes to Runner's Choice.
I do not actually know like what's coming up for that.
You wanted to, like, say that, actually. It was that.
Do you have strong feelings about Otakon?
I don't like them.
Well, that sounds like a vote for the girl.
There you have it. Okay. We have $25 from Prime Explorer. You know the Sonic motto and the GDQ motto are the same. Gotta go fast. Wish I could watch, but I'm just too busy with work. Good luck to all the runners. $50 from a very impressed Quadralian. The feet of the Green Hill Act 2's boss don't do damage? What?
Bye, Tails.
$25 from Joel of Tarth. Thank you to Claris. She and the rest of the Sonic Mania speedrunning community is a huge inspiration. I hope to beat the world record for all emeralds soon. Shoutouts to Zaxxon and Argic, too.
Yeah, those are a couple other really, really good Mania runners. Okay, this boss here, Lightning Shield just completely trivializes it, so.
Yeah, not only do you have your double jump to get up to here a lot faster and a lot easier, it's also lightning, the different elemental shields will also protect you from that various elements. So in this instance, whenever it was kind of in electrocution state, you don't take any damage from it. So with that, Flying Battery 1 is in the books. Now we go into Flying Battery 2. This is such a cool stage. It's one of my favorites in the run. And I love just how, so generally with, these 2D Sonic games, there are kind of top, middle, and bottom paths generally in most stages. Generally, the top path ends up being the fastest. As it turns out, this is really a unique stage. We're actually going to slide down all throughout this trash, go basically underneath the stage, and it's like 3 times faster. It's ridiculous.
Yes. This stage is huge, and this, if you go the bottom routes, it ends up being really short.
Nice to slip your way through there. Having another outside section.
It's very easy to just slip right through those and die for no reason. So glad that didn't happen.
Those electric nodes are kind of a callback to one of the Sonic CD stages, I think.
Nice movement there, and avoiding. That mouse sucks. So,
It does.
we got
I've
through
seen
there.
so many aisles die to it.
You can actually skip this claw, but it's pretty tight to do, so. Again, utilizing the double jump right here to make this a lot easier to jump straight up there as opposed to having to wait for it to boost you up.
By the way, this music is amazing.
I mean,
Yes.
the entire game's music is
True.
amazing.
Shout outs to Tilo for this amazing soundtrack. All right, once again, having these jumps, these short jumps that she's doing in order to not have to go all the way around these loops in various cases. All right, so this is, I think, the first boss that is truly difficult to do well. The Lightning Shield does make it a lot easier, a lot more manageable. Basically, you want to get this, his headpiece into the spikes. And she needs to work very fast right as the iframes are gone to get in 3 hits per phase. So that's 3 right there. She's got to get 3 more. And utilizing the Lightning Shield to get there as soon as possible. It's 5. We need to get 1 more. Very nice.
Sick. Yeah, you can't hit Eggman when he's too close to the ground, or else he's just going to hit the ground instead of the spikes.
Yeah, that's a 144. I timed over my first playthrough on this stage. One important thing to note is that, if you stay flying with tails like that until the score tally's done, then you'll keep control, which will be important soon.
We have our second original stage of Sonic Mania right here. We've got Pressed Garden, and the beginning of this, she's doing pretty well so far. Yeah, nice. Getting that drop dash to skip over having to make a platform right there. Yeah, a little bit of timing off. The crab had the best.
Oh, no. I'm probably going to miss a cycle later now.
It's all trying to catch these letters that jet out of the wall in a little bit, catching a good cycle there. It is quite a bit of time lost if you have to wait for a longer cycle. We'll see. She's trying. Yeah.
I mean, even if I made that, I would not have been able to actually climb up them.
Because yeah. So with that, only a couple seconds lost. We're moving on. Dropping into neutral, which puts you right on top of that green part of the platform. As it turns out, oh wait, I'm thinking of a different spot coming up. We'll get to that. Got a nice little skip right here. As it turns out, with that setup, you can just go right up into that other part of the press. Push you up to the next part of the stage.
Yeah, I was just holding jump in no directions for that entire part.
I was like, how do you do that? You just hold a button, idiot. It's a true story we had yesterday.
There's a pass swapper trick coming up here. You're supposed to go down and around, but Claris did a shortcut to hit the pass swapper to make this game think she's on second pass.
Nice bank shot right there. So we're coming up on the end of the stage right here. And we didn't make it clear, every time you jump down these slopes, you gain a lot of speed. It's super fun.
And just hold down if you're going fast enough, it does that.
All right, she's going to be going for a skip on this boss. Very nice, able to get over this. Otherwise, you'd have to wait for it to put its
And-
cells down.
Tails hit the boss, and that just threw everything off.
I was about to say,
Tails is mostly useful in this game.
mostly. Sometimes he
Well, I
kinda
mean,
derps.
look, Tails is going to be useful for something right here.
Oh yeah, actually right here.
This too.
So normally you slowly walk into the next stage, but by flying the entire time, you're going to keep control and just speed right into it.
There's lower paths you do not want to fall into.
No.
Do not hit that spring. That's very bad.
Yeah, I saw you fall into that. And
Oh my gosh, it's
Wow,
so bad. I mean, I've fallen into every pit. It's fine.
I mean, my hobby is falling down after all.
Trying to clear over these. Yeah, it's very difficult to actually clear those ice blocks right there. Nice to take care of that, Emmy. Now she's going to do a jump right here at the edge.
There's a special.
Head back up for it.
There's a giant ring above, so don't hit it.
This
Good
one
job.
isn't as worrisome. We're going the fire shield route. First instance of the fire shield. Oh, second instance. I forgot about the one we used.
The game can sometimes crash there, like that giant wall block. So good thing it did it.
This is a really cool route that the developers put in that is
Yo,
really only
nice.
faster with Sonic and the fire shield.
All right, so right here she's trying to actually slow down.
Oh, I almost hit that enemy, and I really don't want to lose my shield here. Okay, so I step on this stump, push it down a bit, have Tails jump through the gap. Come with me, please. And the wall's gone.
I asked you about this yesterday. I was like, oh, how does that work? And she
Cutscene
got the
skip.
cutscene skip on top of that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's two-frame window.
That boss skip, I truly have zero idea why it works. I just do that, and it does that.
For some reason, it just destroys the barrier. So right here, we're going to make it our priority. It might look like we're kind of going all back and around. You want the top route here. It's just much, much better. Jump down this slope, gaining a lot of speed once again.
Yeah, this stage is mostly self-explanatory, just going really fast.
So probably another good instance for donations. Oh, Proto, if you want to read some donations, we got any up there.
Oh, I have plenty, believe me.
Oh, good.
We have a $25 anonymous donation that simply says, "Go Claris!" And I think that's a message we can all get behind.
Go Claris.
Yo, nice jump right there.
We have a $50 donation from Big. Sonic Mania is my Game of the Year 2017, and it's a delight to see it at AGDQ. Kudos to Claris, and shout out to Reset Era.
Yeah, not too much to say about this boss. Sorry, go ahead. You can read.
Oh, okay. We have a $10 donation from T-Dubs, donating $10 for this amazing Sonic Mania run. I had no clue all this speed was possible. Gotta go fast.
I was seeing the arc of that jump going over. I was like, is that going to get to the bus or the melt?
I saw it at 0 rings. I got a little concerned for a second.
Another potential cutscene skip right here. Wow, you are on fire today.
That skips a pretty long cutscene of Sonic running through the future signpost from Sonic CD. I think it's like one of the longer ones too.
Yeah. So I got the 3 longest cutscene skips already, so.
Yeah, pretty good.
Go
Not
fast.
not gonna say anything in this stage. Just he goes real fast. Big jump and cleared the gap. That's a death hit right there.
Yeah.
You really want to make that.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. So that's one of the shortest stages in the game, and this is the longest boss that they put afterwards. So you have like 30 seconds getting to this boss, and then it's like a 2.5 minute thing. So yeah, this is Metal Sonic, kind of clearly like the halfway point of the run in a lot of ways, the boss of the 6th of the 12 zones. A lot of this is she just has to have the level pretty well memorized, which can be a lot harder and less trivial than you think. With just how it all looks very much the same. Metal Sonic's movements and his attacks are erratic, so she does have to react to whatever he's going to do. 2 of the 3 attacks aren't too much to worry about, but yeah, it's just something to think about. Now, coming up here,
Tails, where are you?
we need Tails because we want a boss skip. Hey, buddy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that hasn't put us in the trigger yet. Right there, this little foreground area is where you would fight the mini-boss. Gonna try to watch out for Metal Sonic, clear over, and we are skipping the middle phase. Very nice. Sometimes Metal Sonic can just be a real douche and just hit you out of the air and you go right into the area.
Yeah, and its attacks are random, so there's like one attack that you can't do anything about, so you gotta hope for not getting that. Please don't hit me.
So a little bit more platforming coming up here, and then we'll be going into the actual damage phase of Metal Sonic.
You can really see Sonic getting a lot of mileage out of Drop Dash. Every time she jumps, he just gets a small speed boost.
Yeah, to talk about drop dashing just a little bit, it's something that I know a couple of us said, hey, I don't know if I want to get into Classic Sonic just because so much of it is how well you can mash for spin dashing.
Yeah, I could never get into the classic Sonic, so I didn't Sonic one because I was mashing spin dashes.
But instead here, very rarely do you have to actually use spin dashing in this run. A little bit of an unfavorable attack, and we're going to be using drop dash here, trying to anyways. He's been a little bit of a jerk with his attack patterns. Because as you can see, with the drop dash, it will recoil you back outwards.
Wow.
It's a bit of a dumb boss, but yay! All right. And now one more of these. All right, very nice.
Ready for the jam?
Oh my gosh. Tilo, thank you so much for Hydrocity Act 2. It's so good. But before that, let's go into Act 1. I know you had brought up kind of as a fun little fact. So generally, the theme had been, all right, Hydrocity we got here from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Generally, the first act is more of a faithful rendition of the last, kind of the original series, kind of how they did the levels. And the second one's where it gets more creative and brings in new gimmicks and whatnot. However, in this instance, they actually, because Hydrocity 2, they just thought drove the scene more, the music was more upbeat. They actually switched it up and they made the gimmicks in this stage. Unfortunately, the gimmicks in Hydrocity Act 1 are super slow. You get in these bubbles, you slowly get blown across the stage from the vents. Yeah, we don't want to do any of that, so we take a route specifically to avoid that.
Yeah.
It's a little underwater section.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they like design those gimmicks and we're like, oh, this does not go with the music for Act 2 at all. So.
Right. Nice little damage boost to just conveniently put you up here. Again, no drowning needed.
Yeah, if things go really well, then you don't need a bubble, but it's like, it's right there. I'm not going to risk that.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? We're having a good time here.
Yeah, this stage, there are no checkpoints until the very end. So if I died there, I'd be back to the very start. Definitely don't want that.
So we adhere to drawing music.
And as you can see with these ramps, if she runs into them like up slope and then jumps through them, she can go through and skip to later chunks of the level, which is very nice. Nice still to get sub 90 seconds right there. And now we've got a little bit of mini platforming that she has to do to get to this boss, but it's a pretty cute boss if you haven't seen it before. With that, while she's doing the climb, we could probably fit in actually like 2 donations.
Sure thing, Spike. We have a $50 donation from Kamiwasa. I'm so incredibly happy to see this game being run here. Thank you everyone involved in this event, and thank you to the wonderful and passionate devs bringing this game to life. Bless you all, and everyone keep on donating.
So, interesting switch of roles right here. Man, this was cathartic. It felt so good.
I was so happy when I played this on my first playthrough.
Yeah, it's just the question that everyone thinks is like, wow, that must hurt.
Like, of all the things we jump on his head. I know he's a little spiky, but like, man, those are just straight up like blade saws you're sucking him up into. Takes 4 hits though, and he still comes back.
Quick fact, you can press down to drop bombs. A lot of people didn't know that casually.
Yeah, that's a good way to get, because if the bomb goes up the vent first before Robotnik, you take damage instead.
It's music.
Oh, it's so good. This is my favorite track in the game. There's so many good. So right here, she's actually sandbagging her platforming just a little bit, or even throughout there she waited, because you have to wait on this cycle anyway, so you get there too fast, you're just not going to be able to get up to it.
And there's another platform I have to wait for in a minute too. So like you could get up faster with Tails carrying you and stuff, but it's like there's no point.
And sure to catch the end of that slope to have more speed on back. Again, giving yourself a big jump there. Yo, that was my jump the other night. That was my jump. Because I couldn't clear it all the way. I bounced off the bug. All right. Anyways, back to this run. And gain more speed. Having a short jump right there just so you should have to go all the way up. And now we're setting up for a pretty big skip in the level. We're actually going to slow down once again. We need our buddy Tails. All right, he came right to us. And now we're doing another path swapper like Kirby brought up earlier.
Yeah, you're normally supposed to kind of go to the bottom right, climb up, and then go back down to the left on the same area. But you want to hit the path swapper to skip that part and make the game think you're on the later path. It's actually a pretty massive shortcut.
This music is so good.
I know. Now, Kirby, what's your favorite shield?
Are we going to see it?
Oh, we're going to see it.
We're going to see it, right?
The good thing about Tails is also, like, if, you know, she didn't quite make her jump right there, that she can actually utilize Tails to back herself up in a lot of instances.
This is the best shield in the game, by the way.
Definitely the most useful shield, the bubble shield. Lots of uses, like taking away your drop dash. It was, yeah, so right there, we would love to do drop dashes. We have to use spin dashes just because it will instead bounce you into the ground. You won't get your revved up drop dash.
Yeah, we never mentioned this, but when you get an elemental shield, you actually can't use a drop dash anymore, so that's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah, since each of them...
Auto cue here.
Right here.
So you can press the button to let Tails go, and then he hits the bomb separately. And so both of those bombs at the start will hit him. Like, normally, both bombs don't do damage if both bombs hit at the same time, so you want to space them out. And so that does an extra hit, and so it gets rid of an extra phase or two from this boss.
But you can see it's quite a long way you have to float after that, so it does save a significant amount of time.
This boss music's my jam.
Yeah, so there's 4 possible sections. 3 of them have bombs, so ideally you would get the double hit and then the 3 sections of bombs and not get the one that doesn't have one, but I did not this run.
This is pretty difficult to do, trying to angle yourself to where you can stay on top of that boss. It's all right, the bubble shield deserved it. Yo, we got a hit off of that!
Oh no, oh no.
We're going to be floating around, yeah. You're obviously, this is the phase you're trying to skip, waste a bunch of time. I think we've got 4 or 5 hits in so far.
I think it was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that takes, it's just so much waiting for nothing.
So we're gonna have to.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Yeah, you can actually. Okay, nice. All right. And that one, no need of tails. Just time it right and just get a slope jump up to it.
So, what's your favorite stage?
My favorite stage for sure has to be
quit.
maybe the.
Oh, went on it, right? So this is basically Sky Chase from Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Reskinned.
I guess that's cool that they brought this back. Nostalgia, right?
No.
I mean, shout outs to the devs. This game is cool, but you know.
Good time for donations. We're gonna
If
sleep
you
in
have
the
any
meantime.
donations for like 2 minutes, go for it.
And that's why this is my favorite stage in the game. I mean, what?
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have a $20 donation from Nick Squid. Got to donate for Sonic Mania. Had my mind blown several times so far, specifically donating during Hydrocity for that sweet soundtrack. Good luck, Claris, and have fun running on water. What a great, great stage.
Just a
We have a $500 donation from Chuck210.
Whoa.
Seeing the classic 2D Sonic of my childhood run at a GDQ is a dream come true.
Wait, what?
You know.
All right.
It was probably a reference to Advance 3, but maybe not.
I was,
Hey,
I was like, this was your childhood?
this game just came out less than a year ago.
How old do you have to be to donate?
Yeah.
As a literal baby, here's my $5 donation.
Yeah, so as you can see, so I have both D-pad and analog, so I can hold down on the D-pad but still move around with the analog stick up and down. So just spin dash and move at the same time.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. That's
didn't know
pretty
that
sick
either.
tech. I'm not gonna lie. One important thing to point out, I like you go ahead and point it out.
Oh, yeah, so I learned the hard way, along with a lot of casuals because of how exciting the stage is, that if you drop dash or do a spin dash on the plane, you fall off and die. If you do a one-tap spin dash, you generally won't die. I've never died, at least. It's just if you do any faster spin dashes. And a drop dash is a spin dash, that's a little faster than a one-tap
Well, that
dash.
was, I've never hit that spring before.
That
so
was that's working out really well, actually. You should do that from now on. We have these big, awesome guns. Love these.
We're gonna see more of them in Act 2. All right, this boss.
Yeah, so this boss, more randomness, unfortunately. You gotta hit him 6 times. And there's all sorts of different attack patterns it can do. Mainly just jumping out from the forefront of the screen, the background, and jumping from the sides. She's gonna jump up here. Good. She wants to see that just to cover for the potential RNG. This is good so far. Okay. So, gonna give you a big one here. She can get in 2 hits here, but it's very difficult.
Nice.
All right, nice to get those 2
more,
hits. One more, and
Nice.
all right, that was like off screen. That was a little hard to angle.
That was a good fight.
So a fun fact here is that, you might be wondering which levels are you able to do cutscene skips and whatnot off of. It's based off of whether this results screen actually goes off screen. It's like 10 to 11 frames afterwards.
Yeah, you can't do the cutscene skip here, but if you could, you would not go to Mirage Saloon 2. You would go to Knuckles' Mirage Saloon 1.
Which is actually more of it's an actual platforming stage. And this is something like crashing the game or something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
crashes the game like 5 seconds in.
So you don't want to do that. But here's Mirage Saloon 2, the 3rd of our 4 original stages in this pack. Getting a big slope jump here to clear over all of that. Very nice. And now we're going to be jumping down the ramp right here, jumping over that slope. Very nice. Try to go for a impossibly difficult trick. Ooh, a little different route. Didn't know about that.
His music's my jam.
Yeah, another very good one. Again, I can't think of it just like, man, this track was bad. Awesome shot right here if she can angle it.
Aww.
Not even close.
That's okay. We get to spend more time in the level. Not a big deal. And coming here, very nice, was able to dodge. You didn't see him because it went so fast. Dodge the bar stools back there. A little bit of platforming right here. Wants to jump over this pit so she can avoid those spikes and start to slow down so she doesn't wrap all the way around. Now we got this boss right here. You need to hit it 8 times. First of the hard-boiled heavies, we got Heavy Magician right here. First one we're actually fighting in the run. She wants to get in 8 hits right here, skipping a phase. So she actually wants to sandbag and only get 1 hit right there. After you hit the boss twice, that's when they go.
That's 3
hits. So she
hits.
got in 3. That's important. That's what she wanted to do. So now she comes down for a second phase. Now she can get in 4, 5, or 4, or 4, 5, and 6. All right, so there's 4. 5.
Aw.
Damn.
Okay.
She can still do it.
She can still do it. She can afford to do 2 hits on one of those phases. Okay. Just get 2 hits on this phase.
Nice.
Nice.
Free cycle.
Yeah. And it's important right there, just a little subtle thing that she actually wanted to make sure she was in the middle of the stage right there so that the camera, it will wait to center you before you can start moving. Oh my Lanta, you are on foot. She's hitting like all of them.
She missed like only one.
Yeah,
That's a very
I think,
small
yes,
one.
Studiopolis too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably another donation fit in here. If you want to do that, bro.
Yeah, big thing is just wanting to drop down here and get this fire shield that will boost you up. And she wants to hold on to this all the way into the second act. So, but yeah, with that, if you want to go ahead and okay, she's stopping. But super cool right there, able to get a fire dash into the slope and then get a jump off of that.
Oh yeah, everything's on fire now.
Yes, I love what they did to the stage. But yeah, doing a fire dash into that in order to get a big jump. Make sure to drop so she can actually get the fire dash out of that. Come up here again, really does not want to lose this fire shield. It's not imperative. She can still do the tricks coming up, but would rather just hold on to it. It makes it much more trivial. Including, you will actually take damage on this boss on its propellers from below. So she wants to make sure she angles these correctly. Ooh, okay, yeah. Take it a little bit safe right
Yes.
there. All right, nice.
Okay, so important here, I want to stand in a very specific spot. If I stand there, then I will miss the switch at the start of the next stage. And so I'll never clear like the smoke away, and then I'll never start taking damage from it either. And also this is gonna happen.
So in a similar looking way, she is not fully interacting with the stage. This is pretty obvious right here. She's on effectively a different path in the level. There was this one little space that she could go through that put her on this different path, and the path just doesn't interact with most of the rest of the stage. She just skipped over so much of the level.
Yeah, I like got to the halfway point like in 10 seconds. So
And again, not the gimmick of this level is that while this smoke is going on, after a certain amount of time, it would start killing her. It would start taking
about
away her
30
wings.
seconds.
Yeah. But because she never hit that opening switch, that's what she's saying. It never counts it down, so she's good.
Yeah, and it doesn't go away during the boss either. So,
Five.
Nice angling that. That's what she wants to be able to two-cycle this.
The thing is, you can sometimes hit the boss too quickly before it's like vulnerable again.
Yeah.
So you won't get a hit in. But 5 is the most you can get there, so that's good.
All right, so we got coming up here for our second set of 3. Is nice.
Yeah, that's a really hard boss casually, but having a shield there means the projectiles bounce off of you, and that just makes things so much easier.
Yeah. Into Lava Reef Zone. This is another one of your favorite levels, right? You're really good at this.
No.
World record holder says she has a lot of personal problems with it. It's a tough stage for sure, and it's also very long. It's like almost 2 minutes to just get to the boss.
Yeah, Lava Reef and I are not really on speaking terms, so now would be a good time for donations.
I was about to say, shoot, you don't want her talking too much about it.
I am all over it. We have a $250 donation from Blitz Ace 1981. Gotta go fast. And a $2,500 donation from the one and only Fan Gamer. Hi from Fan Gamer. Had to donate during Sonic Mania for all the Sega kids. Props to the commentators on the couch. You're doing an amazing job. We're splitting this donation between many different incentives, but my favorite is forcing OmniGamer to play Sylvan Tale with the English translation patch.
That was a good laugh.
Thank you, I've practiced.
She was back there training for like 5 minutes before we gave her the donations.
$150 anonymous donation. Been watching since 2014 and loving it ever since. My grandma on my mom's side and my grandpa on my dad's side of the family both died of cancer. Here's to helping prevent cancer in all its forms. Donation to Announcer's Choice and another 50 if the couch can do their best Sonic "You're Too Slow" impression.
Are we doing this?
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
You're too slow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's a clap right there. Yeah, that felt right. Boo. Hey.
That clap was too slow. No, I'm joking.
$100 anonymous donation says, so good to see Mania being run. Good luck, Claris.
All right, so here we are at the boss. I was so confused the first like 3 times I fought this boss. I had a timer up on screen. I still didn't know what he was doing. So you want him to break open each of these different sections of the blocks, which will cause the lava to come up and hit him. And after 2 hits of that, that's when you know you can go ahead and deal the damage.
That was stupidly lucky to not get hit there.
I was like, is that what you normally do? Still got the 2 seconds, but very nice. Good Lava Reef 1 as a whole. Her movement throughout there was very strong. You saw her get the speed shoes about halfway through that level. She carried it very, very far, which just helped on so many slope jumps and other things.
Skip. Nice. Ow. You're on fire today.
You must be cheating. I'm not going to lie. I don't get it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? I don't have a script running or anything. Yeah, so the cycles, again, she has to have an internal clock, like any stage with cycles. Real quick here, Tails getting you on a much nicer path here that you would basically not have access to with Sonic. You still catch that cycle, nice. A lot of it, she has to have this internal clock understanding, all right, whenever, and not everything is a universal
There
cycle.
you go.
It's back.
Oh!
You did that on purpose. Yeah, she has to have that internal clock of, okay, if I mess something up, how do I have to adjust for that in later cycles? Come here, you see the fire cycles, or just the fire in general is very annoying. We're coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to be getting a fire shield right here. Obviously, very nice, because again, in addition to allowing you an opportunity to go much faster through different methods, it also is just going to protect you from all the fire hazards. making sure to take this bottom path right here. Again, walking on lava is whatever.
Whoops.
Ooh, yep. So that's unfortunately going to have to slow her down for these next couple of jumps. Again, that fire shield is very important, so has to wait on that. Otherwise, she's going to get recoiled into not good stuff. And having to take those bounces a little bit slow just to clearly arc over them. Now, we still want that fire shield, so she's going to get this one right here. Because it's very important for the boss coming up. And still even helps with sections like this, just climbing these stairs much more optimally. Going into the boss right here. This is Heavy Rider. Yes. I just learned the lore, these names, before we started.
She's really difficult unless you can do this fire shield strat right here.
She is random as well, so hopefully she gives you a decent pattern. Oh, that could be... Yo! Before she got off screen. Nice.
You're getting on the capsule? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
We can apparently stand on there and not get hurt. It's pretty cool. So here we go into our second and final Sonic CD stage throwback. We got Metallic Madness. You're talking about a kind of a fun fact that normally it's a pretty tight jump to get up there. So you have to use the spring now in order to get over the gap. Again, just having to reset your momentum constantly. But as we said with many of the stages where the first stage ends up being more of a throwback and the second one's a lot more original ideas, this is pretty much all original ideas.
Yeah, there's nothing from CD they could reuse. It's all bad.
And there's like no Sonic CD fans in the house, so no one fought you on that.
Oh my god.
They're like, that's oh!
I should have known that was going to happen.
CD was out to get you.
Some Sonic CD fans at home going, that's right. As the president of the fan club, that felt good.
I can hear some CD runners cheering for that.
I'm so glad you died there. I'm sorry. So Metallic Madness. Yeah, probably don't want to drop down there. I don't know.
It's that one's not a bit
Not too
that
bad.
big. Yeah, but elsewhere in the stage, if you fall, it just train wrecks so badly.
This is the only time in the stage we're actually going to use kind of the gimmick where we go to this background section. And it's 100% required because you cannot get to the end of the stage without it because we're right here at the end.
That was the Sonic 1 bosses, right?
Yo, Sonic 1 boss. You used to run Sonic 1, so this is nostalgic, right?
No.
So one nice little thing that I didn't know until she told me yesterday that, or a couple days ago, that they won't give you a random pattern where two of them right next to each other will come down. Therefore, meaning you never have to like commit one side 50-50. But they will go on the far left and right sides, which makes it pretty difficult to commit one way. Looks like she never got a pattern that bad. But now in the second phase, this is very similar. It's just every fourth piston will be robotic. So pretty easy to know where to go.
It's kind of an example of there is luck involved with this boss, but like generally speaking, it's not really a strict time loss as long as you execute.
One more right here.
The timing of the final hit is like basically the only thing that can speed up or slow down that boss if you like don't miss a hit at all.
And a little subtle thing she's doing there, she's not, you wonder why she's kind of slowing down.
My cool
before
bonus
she
is 0
hits it.
because I died. I'm not cool at all.
Aw. Yeah, it took me forever to find out what cool bonus was. And I found out it's because I die everywhere. Anyways, so nice getting off that slope. Again, Metallic Madness is tough just because there's lots of easy ways to drop down in, not necessarily pits, but just bottom paths. And right here, this is an adorable gimmick. You are now the continue screen, Sonic, whenever you have to use one of your credits.
Shoutouts to Giant Tails with Chibi Sonic.
Yeah, Tails doesn't care. He just goes right through it. You might think like this is somehow slower. He still has all the capabilities of the regular size Sonic. All right. Coming up here. Don't want to get crushed here, obviously.
Glad it's not advanced 3 crushers.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, really don't want to
Didn't
drop
fall.
down these other paths. Got a big one right here. Don't want to drop down there. Again, just it's one dynamic about 2D Sonic that we don't talk about too much, but whenever you drop off of a path, you have to know how to recover in some way. Otherwise, you know, it turns something that probably should only be like maybe a 10, 15-second time loss into like a 2-minute time loss because you don't know the other path of the stage.
Wonder where that could have happened earlier today. my run.
Hey, good job on that run earlier. I watched specifically that part.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
So another boss with a lot of randomness here. This boss is just an absolute mess. Yo, Amy's. There are a lot of ways the most problematic ones. It's completely random
of that.
which of these enemies will pop out.
Wow, lots of Amy's.
There's actually, I didn't
What
know.
tails?
There's no limit to how many of these you can have on the screen. You can have every single one. It's an achievement, you actually said.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can have all of them out on the screen. And now just one more here. She's going to try to get tails up.
Yeah.
Nice. That was really good, actually. And that is it for the boss. And a little subtle thing there also, making sure that she turned left right as she was going into those swappers, just so it would kick her right instead.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going into the final stage of the game, or the final zone at least, Titanic Monarch, and the last original stage of the run. Titanic Monarch is super cool, also super difficult, huge stages. Particularly, you've got this cool gimmick. You've got these electric orbs of sorts that will, as you go into them, if you hold the right direction, you can angle yourself in proper ways. Utilizing tails right here to save about 5 seconds going up this different path. Very nice. Utilizing the wall to set yourself up there. And now there's lots of these cars that you jump into. She's going to jump out of every single one of them early in some way, usually to avoid the knockback animation that you get when it crashes, but also just when she knows she can jump off and get the path. Big jump here, skipping over a lot of that section. Lining herself up and doing very little rotating, already getting in place. Going straight into a drop dash. As you can see, just a lot of subtle places you might not be noticing, but the drop dash just does so much for platforming in this run. Ooh, those are spikes. Didn't know that till then. And here we've got the lightning shield. That's such a cool cycle to catch. Yeah, cool little mechanic. A lot of people playing this probably don't even know that's a thing, but you can see.
Those things catch you.
Yeah, it's both a good thing and a little bit annoying for that lightning that comes out. This is you can tell they put that checkpoint here for a reason. This is a terrifying little section.
Yeah, it is so easy to die from getting crushed there.
Gonna always make sure to remember to take this little left window path.
Yeah, it's the shortcut that just saves so much time.
And now we're actually going to make our way down here to actually use this bottom path. Instead of using the car, we're instead going to spin dash and then jump out of it with the double jump and skip over to this last section. As you can see, the double jump doing a lot of work right there. And right here, this is an amazing invincibility box. She wants to hold on to it all the way to the next boss. Otherwise, this boss gets a lot slower. So her movement has to be very clean all the way. She's going to try to use this red spring right here. Her movement should have been pretty solid right there.
It's going to be close.
5, 6, 7, 8. And kept her lightning shield out of that. Now we got the second phase of the boss. Lightning shield is great because now she can utilize that as a double jump.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Tails!
Whoa. Tails, what's up, buddy? He just, yeah, okay, that was very good.
That worked out.
So both the invincibility box and the lightning box paid big dividends there. Okay, I just... Last cutscene skip right here.
No, I got 5 for 7.
Wow, that's extremely good. 5 out of 7 2-frame windows. Yeah, I'm going to clap anyways for that because, yeah, that's really good consistency in a marathon run in front of everyone. Final stage of the game, we got Titanic Monarch Zone 2. This is a completely different stage than we're used to in Classic Sonic. We've actually got 4 different pathways that you're going to have to go down. And once you beat each of them, once you hit an exit for all of them, utilizing this jumping out of it, this is the area with the 4 different paths. Once she beats all 4 of them, then she can go to the final boss. This is a gigantic stage. I remember almost timing out the first time I played through this.
Yeah, the sections like this are really scary because, like, you can get crushed so easily.
Yeah.
But this stage is pretty linear. So I think one more time or one more donation. If you have one.
Of course. How about a $150 anonymous donation? Donating during my favorite game of the year. Gotta go fast.
Barely getting caught there.
Whoops.
Oh.
Once again, we'll be jumping out of this car a little. I was hoping A little bit early to catch that. Now out of the first fight. Now, obviously you can do these in any order. She specifically wants to do this one second, and she wants to go a different route. Jumping out of this one pretty much immediately to go to this last section of the level, or this later section at least. I don't know if you meant to do spring to spring there, but it was really cool. And this is super cool by setting up that drop dash off the slope. Oh, so I think it's probably going to be, oh, hey, it came back. What a bro. Yeah, that's a really cool trick right there. Yeah, setting up that.
It was so cool. I really wanted to show everyone
Again,
twice.
yeah, I was like, that's how consistent she is at it. Show it off here in front of everyone. But yeah, able to utilize that. Right here, this is actually, I'm going to jump to point this out. She's actually taking effectively like a secret route, which gets her, each of the 4 paths have a secret exit that you can go through, sending you into an extra little room, and she wanted that because she wanted to get her lightning shield back. This lightning shield is super important for the final boss coming up.
Yeah.
She really doesn't want, you can still technically get a fast fight without it, but it gets so much harder. So now she needs to try to get through these last 2 rooms without it. And it tells you something about her confidence in it that she's doing these other 2 rooms last. Big jumps coming up here. Skipping over, actually putting herself on a new path right there. Now going back down the other way.
I think he missed the last flopper. Oh no, never mind. I was thinking of a different part.
Now this actually sends her into the secret exit as well, but she doesn't want those shields. It's still faster than going the normal way. And now one more short path left, one more set of these scary little piston platforms. And then we'll be going into the final boss. Then more of these lightning shields going to the last section right here. All right, yesterday was a bit of an adventure with that.
Earlier today was a bit of an adventure with that.
So here we are at the final boss.
Yeah, so the time's going to be when this boss is done.
It's actually 16 hits to kill him. He's got these 4 different tentacles. Each of them will break after you've dealt 4 hits to it. She really wants to make sure that she gets in 4 hits on each damage potential phase. The reason why the lightning shield is important is because the tentacles will electrocute themselves and hurt you in extension. She wants to make sure she gets these hits very close to the ground. 5 hits, very nice there. So she took out the first one. This is important because if she doesn't kill each of them per phase, 7, 10 hits, that's really good. If she doesn't, these other extra phases of the fight will happen where its hands will come out, grab you, and send you to this other room that just wastes a ton of time. Yeah, I was about to say, dude, we get the 3 cycle live right here. We need to only get 1 more hit. This has been an extremely good fight so far. We got time coming up. Time.
No.
Oh, wait, time. Yeah,
No.
I thought I counted 5 hits on that last one. I'm so sorry.
Good job.
I thought I got counting with Spike Vegeta, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Great job.
Woo,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was-
Mania.
Yeah, that was a 53. That destroys anybody in second place. Is that right? There's 53, 51.
Yeah, that's, well, I don't know how accurate that time is, because,
It's maybe off by half a second. That's
but that time's about 52 seconds off of my personal best.
wow. That's an extremely
really
good time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Sonic Mania.
Yeah. Play this game. It's amazing.
It's awesome, amazing.
We all love
Go
it.
buy it. It's only $20.
Yeah, absolute steal. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.